Good morning. I am Coimbatore Tirumular Siddharpeetham, Sivayogi Sivarajan speaking. Now I am going to explain the Shaktipath Yoga in Tirumandram. Tirumandram is mainly a Siva Agama text. It is a compilation of 28 Siva Agamas, starting with the Karna Agama, etc. But in this, there is a Shaktipath Yoga is also explained in chapter 4. In Tirumandram there are 9 parts, 9 agamas. And the third agama explains about different kinds of Siva agama yogas. Other chapters also explain how the definitions for Satyagriya yoga, jnana, and the definition of gurus, the definition of students, and how they improve in different yogas. All these are explained. But in chapter 4, Tirumular is explaining the Shaktipath Yoga. In Shakti Upasana also, in India, Shakti Upasana is also very important. Many persons are following. And in some portions, very advanced types of Kali Upasana was also there. In Tamil Nadu, in early times, even they offered their own heads, cutting off of their heads and hanging it on the trees are there. Very cruel form of worship was also there. In Bengal also such the worship was there. Even human Narabali was given. In Himachal Pradesh also it was there. But now it was reduced due to these legal constrictions. So what happens is, this is a primitive form of worship. All kinds of worship work. But these kinds of primitive forms, offering animals, birds, and even humans, primitive and risk and dangerous forms of worships, Shakti worships. But later on, this yoga is of higher consciousness, level 3. Shankaracharya went to many temples and stopped this human sacrifice, this animal sacrifice, etc. He stopped this animal sacrifice in many places, and particularly in Tiruvachur in Chennai. He stopped it. And he enshrined this Sri Chakra in Tiruvachur Shakti temple. That is called Vattaparai Amman. In Vattaparai Amman temple in Tiruvachur, now they are offering only flowers and vegetables and fruits. Before that, before Shankaracharya, even large buffaloes were sacrificed. He stopped it and pacified the deity and converted non-vegetarian into vegetarian. In the same way, the Kali temple in Chennai is vegetarian. Many people don't know. People know in Calcutta Kali they offered animal sacrifice, etc., blood. But in Chennai Kali from ancient time only vegetarian. Now it is available in Thambu Chetty Street. The temple Kali is very famous for Kaligambal temple. So what happens is the Shankaracharya also recommended for stopping that animal sacrifice, etc., and he enshrined Sri Chakra in many temples, one in Kanchipuram and another in Thiruvannaikaval also. So what happens is, from this level 1 worship, one has to shift to level 2, level 3. Now yoga is a level 3 worship of Parashakti. So enshrining this energy in the body of the yogi, seeing that energy, Kali and all these forms of energy into the Panchabhutas and above that. So this is a higher form of worship in the Shaktipath Yoga in Tirumular in Haim 1083. He explains, Panmani Chandra Kodi Tirumudi Sunmani Kundala Kadi Ulai Kanni Nanmani Surya Soma Nayanatal Ponmani Vanniyum Burikindale. So he explains that These total agas is her ear. That is, she can hear everything at the same time because she is the total of all agas. Agas is infinite. Then what happens? She is the infinite form of energy. She can listen to any person anytime simultaneously. Because the agas stands for sound. The tanmatra of agas is sound. You hear only through sound. For human ear, there is a limitation. They can learn from 77 lambda to 22 lambda. You cannot all the sound, but Parashati can listen to all the sound at the same time. Aga stands for sound, and Agas is her ear. That means she is listening to all at the same time. She is a total infinite energy which can listen to everybody, every devotee, everything at the same time. This is her real Rupa. We want to say this ear, this is not the ear present in the idol. Because if you want to say his ear, the total agas is her ear. So in the idol you are seeing only two eyes, but when she is all almighty, all energy, all infinite energy, her eyes are Surya and Chandra. If you want to mention her eyes, you have to equate with this Surya, sun and moon. Sun and moon are her eyes. And she is shining like anything in the golden ray in the form of fire. Actually, indirectly, they are meaning the Trayas, Nadi Trayas. Sun represents the right, the moon expresses the left, and the Agni represents Susumna. She is present in man in the form of Surya, Chandra, and Agni energy. Whatever is in the cosmos is there in the body of man. Parashati is present as cosmos, and she is hearing everything with the ear. She is present as cosmos here as man also. Right eye, her eye is Surya and Chandra. For man also, right eye is Surya, left eye is Chandra. Agni is the Susumna Nadi. So she is present in the cosmos as Agas, sun, moon, Agni. She is also present you in the form of ear, two eyes, and Agni Susumna. So you have to receive, imbibe the energy, cosmic energy, and store and let it flow in your nadis. Then this female deity called Parashati will enshrine in you. You are making her enshrine in a stone. She enshrines in your flesh and blood and bone also. For that you have to do Shaktipat Yoga. Ordinary person is having eye, right eye, left eye. Only for yogis, when it is activated, the left eye becomes moon, right eye becomes sun. When he activates and open up Susumna, then Agni forms in the face of yogi. Already these are there in the Shakti, the universal energy. If you continue the yoga path, the sun and moon will come into your face in the form of eyes. And if you open up the Susumna, the fire element also will be open. When the Nadi Traya is open, she will be enshrined in you. This is the mark for putting the energy, energizing your body with that Parashakti energy. That is Shaktipat Yoga. So Satyudans she is always in the form of knowledge. When you take this energy to Sahasrara, she remains as the total knowledge. She's form is in the 16 energy knowledge forms. The 16 are 4 Vedas, 6 Darshans, 1 Nyaya, 1 Vaisheshika, 1 Smriti, and 1 Prana. These are the 6 knowledge forms of Shakti. See, if you do Shaktipat Yoga, the energy will get concentrated and it gets expressed as the knowledge absolute in your Sahasrara. You say this Saraswati is in the white lotus. The white lotus is nothing but your Sahasrara, brain, white brain. thousand petaled white lotus is your bride. So she is in the form of this what we call 18 knowledge, 14 knowledge. I have explained that. She is also as 14 in your Karmendriya 5, Jnanendriya 5 and 4 Antakarnas. 14. So what happens is around her are 8 yoginis. These 8 yoginis only gave that Lalita Sahasranama. The Lalita Sahasranama was not written by human. Written by these 8 yoginis. 8 energy encircling her. They are the what we call the just like servants or energy grants or protective forces around the main energy. And each one of the 8 is containing 8 knowledges, 8 art forms. So 8 into 8 is 64 arts are around her. When you take this energy to Sahasrara and enshrine her in your 1000-petaled white lotus, the 64 forms of arts come directly to you. The 8 authorities who are in turn 8 each or total 64 arts are explicitly present in the yogi's head. So yogi without learning can express a clear doubt regarding any knowledge 64 Indian art forms. So 64 Indian art forms are actually connected to the yoga. They are expressions of Parashakti. If you do Shaktipat yoga and take the energy successfully to Sahasrara, all these knowledge will come to you without learning. They are evidences, living evidence of one. This Ramana Maharishi from Tiruvannamalai and these many more yogis are there. They have expressed knowledge. So Raghavendra is also one example. The king called him to court and tested him whether he has 64 form knowledge in full. Tested by many scholars and artists, and the king honored him a Parimalacharya award. That is the yogi having the knowledge of 64 hours. So this is possible. So this is the real Shaktipat yoga. In the name of Shaktipat yoga, in the name of initiation, just doing that, I am raising Kundalini. You cannot do all of a sudden. This is a knowledge process. If you do it step by step, you finally all you knowledge express around the head of yogi. Okay, this is Shaktipada. This is how Tirumular explains how you can convert this energy to that level, and how you can store the energy in you, how you can channelize the energy in you. These are all direct in the Shaktipada yoga of Tirumular. That is what I am teaching. The level 3 and level 4 and level 5. In yoga also enshrining Shakti in your Adharas, one level, second level, third level are there. So this is whatever is not available in the Shakti literature, Shakta Agamas, Shakta Tandras are available in Shiva Tandra in Tirumandra. Because regarding Guru Mandala and Brahmarandra, Guru Mandala, Niradhara and Paramanu, what are the energy forms, how it is formed in Guru Mandala, how it is formed in Niradhara, how it is formed in this Paramanu, all are more explained in Shiva Tandra Yoga Tirumandram than the Shakta Tandras. That is the speciality of Tirumandram. Some missing information in the Shakta Tandras are available in Shiva Tandras written in Tamil by Tirumular. I am conducting classes, and I am also giving practical programs to receive that energy in the maximum possible manner. Those who want, contact me. Thank you.